Wish TV is your local weather station. You're watching 24-Hour News 8 on today's Wish TV. The best news you'll get all day. Now, Mike Ahern, Debby Knox, meteorologist Cliff Nicholson, and sports with Mark Patrick. 24-Hour News 8 continues now.
It's the officers that are out in the community. And let's face it, we're targets when we're out there.
The Indianapolis Public School Board agrees with their police officers, and tonight the board voted to allow those officers to carry guns. Good evening, it's 11 o'clock. If you've never come upon a scene of a serious crime or had to deal with a dangerous criminal, you might never know that sense of vulnerability when they're armed and you're not.
That is what the Indianapolis Public School officers are saying, and tonight they got some support. News 8's Leah Hope is back from the IPS board meeting and joins us now in our newsroom. Leah?
Mike and Debbie, since last spring, the police officers that serve IPS have been asking for help. They had been forbidden to carry weapons, but tonight that changed.
IPS school police will be authorized to carry firearms at all times when assigned to perform patrol and alarm response duty.
I think we're sending a message that something's not safe if suddenly our officers are carrying weapons during the day. And I think it's the wrong message to send out.
Our society is different today, and I think that we ought to be prepared. These officers have the identical training that all police officers throughout the city hear of.
After some discussion, the measure was passed 5-2, and officers are pleased, particularly those who patrol outside of schools.
So if we were concerned about our students, we would be arming the officers that are in the schools, and that's not it at all. We're defending ourselves against citizens in the community.
Now, the patrolling officers probably won't be carrying these weapons until this July. Each officer will first have to undergo psychological testing as well as more firearms training. Mike and Debbie?
Yeah, Leah, this was a big issue for IPS. What about summer school? Did you hear anything about that?
Well, tonight the board voted to expand their summer school. So now individual schools will submit proposals as to how they can best offer this extra education. Also tonight we should mention that 3 year-round schools were approved by the board. So some major changes on the way for IPS.
Okay, Leah Hope, thanks.
A spokesperson for licensed branch workers told News 8 tonight they will go back to work tomorrow, but they won't give up the fight for equal pay. Hoosiers trying to renew their driver's licenses and plates today found the branches were closed. Employees had called in sick to protest low wages. That prompted the governor to issue an ultimatum: go back to work or be fired. In a letter sent to News 8, workers say they're concerned that other employees are paid more for the same work. It states that, quote, "We do feel that we deserve equal pay for equal work. The BMVC is becoming a more complex business, and we need to keep quality people in the system and give employees who want to keep working here something to stay for."
Well, we wanted to know if you felt the licensed branch workers were justified in their job action. So we opened our televote lines to ask if you supported their cause and were able to excuse the inconvenience or disagreed with their methods. We received nearly 3,500 calls. 56% of you who took part in our unscientific poll said yes, you agreed with the action in light of the pay dispute. 44% of the callers disagreed.